So the important thing with the kettlebell swing is to make sure to treat it like a throw rather than like a lift. So what I mean by that is we do a lift, we're applying a constant pressure the entire time, whereas with something like a throw, you get an instantaneous force, and most of it comes from that initial jolt. So sort of like a jump. You're going to be throwing that kettlebell from the hip, and then the momentum carries it up to about your shoulder height. And you want to be able to have that bell act as the momentum carrier, and your arm you can kind of think of as sort of like a string. You want to keep the upper back tight, but you don't want to be trying to lift it with your shoulder because you're going to be throwing a lot more weight than you can do with a shoulder raise. So the first and most important thing to have is just hiking the kettlebell. So if I want to hike the kettlebell through, I want to make sure that it stays close to my hip. So you really want it really in tight to the hip because that's where you're throwing from. So when I hike it through, it's going to be, of course, coming from the floor. I flip it over, and just a hike, it's going to be a drag. There's your hike. Drag, drag. You can see the back of that bell is facing the wall behind me. The important thing from there is that I can explode, throw the hip forward. Again, I have my upper back tight, my lat, shoulder blade corkscrewed down toward my hip, but I don't have my arm trying to actually raise the weight. Another thing to notice is that my bicep is not taking the brunt of that force because I have that arm turned so the palm is down, or the thumb can even be turned behind me if you have the shoulder awareness to do that. But make sure at least that palm's facing back, not taking all the brunt of that force on that elbow. You want some room for error there. Otherwise you can start to get a lot of elbow problems. So again, I'm going to hike it through, palm down or thumb facing back, and then from there I just explode and throw. Explode and throw. And you see I should be able to let go of the bell and have it still move because I'm not trying to lift it with just my shoulder. Now as far as your stance width, you can be pretty wide and also be more narrow. Go with what's comfortable. The wider you get, you'll need to get wider, I should say, to use bigger bells. Or if you're trying to do something like a double arm swing, you'll again need to be a little bit wider, but you want to follow the same rules and tipping those bells over. Hike and throw. Hike, throw. Hike, throw. And see how that power's coming from the hips. So that's what's going to be common. You want to make sure that you learn that hike first, that you're getting those bells to face the wall behind you, that you don't have that pressure going on the elbow, that you're allowed to let the shoulder move freely, that you keep the upper back engaged, the hips and glutes doing the movement, and the lower back flat. Once you get all those down, and the idea of really throwing from the hips, then you can start moving on to doing things like cleans and snatches.